Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. So today we have to solve the question based on identities. Yes, right. If X lying in first quadrant, yes, please write the question. If X lies in first quadrant and cos X is equal to 8 upon 17. 8 upon 17, then find the value of cos pi by 6 plus x plus cos pi by 4 minus x plus cos 2 pi by 3 cos 2 pi by 3 minus x. Okay, so right, if x lying in first quadrant and cos x is equal to 8 upon 17, find the value of cos pi by 6 plus x plus cos pi by 6 4 plus minus x plus cos 2 pi by 3 minus x. So that is your question. So how you find its value? Here you have given cos x is equal to 8 by 7 and x lying in first quadrant. So in first quadrant sign is also positive. And why here you find the value of sign also? Because if you applying the identity here cos a plus b or cos x plus y, so that be cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So there be a need of the value of sign also. In the same way, if you applying the formula for cos x minus y, so here there is also the requirement of the value of sine. So first of all, what you do, you find the value of sine. Understand? So you know sine square x is equal to 1 minus cos square x. Yes, using that identity. So you have 1 minus 64 upon 289. 64 upon 289, and yes, simplifying it. So 9 minus 4 is 5, and here you have 225 upon 289, and so sine x is equal to, right here positive value only, so that is 15 upon 70. So here you see that the value of sine x is equal to 15 upon 17. Now you write that value which is to be find here. Okay, so in this way you have the value of sine which is 15 upon 17. Please note it. So the value of sine x is 15 upon 17. And here you take positive value because x lying in first quadrant. You can write that also. Okay. So if the value of sine is known, then yes, right. Cos pi by 6 plus x plus cos pi by 4 minus x plus cos 2 pi by 3 minus x. Now applying identity, cos x, cos pi by 6 cos x minus sin pi by 6 sin x plus cos pi by 4 cos x plus sin pi by 4 sin x, and for this one right here cos 2 pi by 3 cos x plus sin 2 pi by 3 sin x. Okay, you write in this way. Here you applying the identity of cos x plus y cos x minus y. Okay, now you know the value of cos pi by 6, that means cos 30 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. So write it here, root 3 by 2 cos x. Sin pi by 6 is 1 by 2 sin x. cos pi by 4 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 into cos x plus 1 by root 2 into sin x, and here you have cos 2 pi by 3. Okay, and cos 2 pi by 3 can be written as cos pi minus pi by 3. So write it first in this way, plus cos pi minus pi by 3 into cos x, and plus yes, in the same way you can write sin 2 pi by 3 as sin pi minus pi by 3 into sin x. Now putting the value of sin x and cos x which are given in your question, please write it. So that is root 3 by 2, and the value of cos x is given 8 upon 17. So write here 8 upon 17 minus 1 by 2 into sin x. The value of sin x is 15 upon 17 plus 1 by root 2 into 8 upon 17, and sin x, here you write 1 by root 2 15 upon 17, and cos pi minus pi by 3, actually cos pi minus x lying in second quadrant, and in second quadrant cos is negative, so that's why here you write minus sign. So here you have cos pi by 6. What you have? Cos pi by 6, and sorry 3, cos pi by 3, and cos pi by 3 is equal to 1 by 2. So write here 1 by 2, and value of cos x is equal to what is 8 upon 17. So write here 8 upon 17 cos x, and sin pi minus pi by 3. Sin is positive in second quadrant, so you have sin pi by 3, and the value of sin pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. That's why here you write root 3 by 2 into 15 upon 17. 15 upon 17. So you write in this way. Now here you see that there are so many terms uh, in which root 3 by 2 is there. Okay, so what you do, you take here a common. Okay, here you take common, understand, root 3 by 2 is common. So would you take 1 by root 3 by 2 common, then you take 1 by 2 common, and 1 by root 2 common. So in this way here you take common. So if you take root 3 by 2 common, so you have 8 upon 17 plus, just see other term, yes, plus 15 upon 17. So write it here plus 15 upon 17. In the same way, here you take common 1 by root 2. So you have 8 upon 17, and the other term is 15 upon 17, and yes, minus 1 by 2 common. So if you take minus 1 by 2 common, so you have 15 upon 17 plus 8 upon 17. So in this way, here you take common and write the terms in this way. Now check it, 15 plus 8, and 15 plus 8 is what? 23. Here you have 23 by 17. Here you have also 23 by 17 and 23 by 17. So again you take 23 by 17 common to each of the term. Okay, so write it. So 23 upon 17 is common. So here you have root 3 by 2 plus 1 by root 2, or plus 1 by 2, plus 1 by 2. So leave it, and that is your solution. So the value of this one is written as like that. Write it. So here you see that with the help of identity, you can find the values. Okay. Now next question. Noted, beta? Are you noted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, beta. Thank you. Okay, next. Yes, right. Next question. Yeah, second. If sine x is equal to 3 upon 5, sine x is equal to 3 upon 5, cos y is equal to minus 12 upon 13, minus 12 upon 13, and x, y both lie in the second quadrant. If x, y lie in the second quadrant, here it is given x lying in second quadrant, find the value of sine x plus y. Yes, you have to find the value of sine x plus y. So if you applying the identity of sine x plus y, so what you have, sine x plus y is equal to sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. So just you see here you have the value of sine x, but there be a need of cos x also, and here you have the value of cos y, so there be a need of sine y also. So if sine x is given, you're trying to find the value of cos x, and here cos y is given, so you find the value of sine y. Understand? By using the identity. But here it is given x and y both lying in second quadrant, and in second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive and rest all are negative. Okay, so just see, here you find the value of cos x. So cos square x can be written 1 minus sine square x. Now putting its value, so that is 1 minus 9 upon 25. So 16 upon 25. So the value of cos x can be taken as negative, because in second quadrant cos is negative. That's why here you write 4 upon 5, minus 4 upon 5. So the value of cos x is minus 4 upon 5. Understand? So you have to take the values of that is trigonometric function as per the quadrant where it is lie. Okay, so next, sine y. So right, sine square y is equal to 1 minus cos square y, and is equal to 1 minus minus times of 12 by 13 whole square, and is equal to 1 minus 144 upon 169, means 25 upon 169. So since sine is negative, sorry, positive, since sine is positive in second quadrant, so here you take positive value. So sine y is equal to 5 upon 13. Sine y is equal to 5 upon 13. So in this way, here you have all the values of sine and cos. So yes, applying identity, sine x plus y. So sine x plus y is equal to sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. Yes, putting its value. So sine x, which is 3 by 5, cos y is minus 12 by 13, plus cos x minus 4 by 5, and sine y 5 by 13. Yes, simplifying it. So here you have minus 36 upon 65, and here you have minus 20 upon 65. So what is that? Minus 56 upon 65 is the value of sine x plus y. Minus 56 upon 65. In the same way, if the question is asked like that, find a cos x minus y, yes, you can apply the identity. if the question is asked in this way, find the value of 10x plus y or 10x minus y. So what you do in that case? So in that case, no need to find the value of sine or cos. If you want to find the value of 10x plus y, so what you do in that case? Yes, in that case, by using identity or by using triangle method, which you already, that means applying in class 10, okay, you find the value of 10x and 10y, understand? And yes, applying in the identity, 10x plus y is equal to 10x plus 10y upon 1 minus 10x 10y, okay? So in this way, you can find the values of these type of identity. Okay, now right, next question. Yes, note it. If cos alpha plus beta, right beta, if cos alpha plus beta is equal to 4 upon 5, cos alpha plus beta is equal to 4 upon 5, and sine alpha minus beta is equal to 5 upon 13, is equal to 5 upon 13, where alpha beta lie between, where alpha beta lie between 0 and pi by 4, lie between 0 and pi by 4. Find the value of, find the value of tan 2 alpha. You have to find the value of tan 2 alpha. Find the value of tan 2 alpha. Okay. Same type of question you solved yesterday. Tan 2 alpha means there what you do, you have to find the value of tan alpha, tan 2 alpha, and the value of tan alpha plus beta and value of tan alpha minus beta is given. So what you do in that case? You arrange 2 alpha in the terms of alpha plus beta and alpha minus beta. So what do you write in that case? Tan 2 alpha is equal to tan alpha plus beta plus alpha minus beta. So if you simplify alpha plus beta and alpha minus beta, you see that beta and beta is cancelled out, and finally you have again 2 alpha. Understand? So if you, that means express that tan 2 alpha in that way, so you have to applying the identity of tan x plus y. Okay, and you know the identity of tan x plus y is equal to tan x plus tan y upon 1 minus tan x tan y. Okay, so what you do here, you have cos alpha plus beta. So with the help of this, you can find the value of tan alpha plus beta. In the same way, the value of cos alpha sine alpha minus beta is given. So from these two, that means result, you try to find the value of tan alpha plus beta and tan alpha minus beta. Okay, yes, so trying to solve it. So are you applying identity, or you can applying it with the triangle method? So as you wish, it's your choice. Okay, suppose yes, here I applying triangle method. Just write it here. Suppose that angle is alpha plus beta. So cos is what? Base upon hypotenuse. So here you have 4, here you have 5. So no doubt here you have 3. Yes, here you have 3. Because here alpha and beta both lying in lying between 0 to pi by 4. So that's why here you can take positive value. So right, tan alpha plus beta is equal to 3 by 4. Here you have 3 by 4. In the same way, for second result, yes, draw another triangle also. Suppose this angle is alpha minus beta, and here you have 5, and here you have 13. So your base part is what? Here you have 169 minus 25, which is 144. So base is 12. So from this triangle, you have result tan alpha minus beta is equal to 5 by 12. 5 by 12. Okay, so in this way you have the value of tan alpha plus beta and tan alpha minus beta. Now you have to find the value of tan 2 alpha. So tan 2 alpha can be written tan alpha plus beta plus alpha minus beta. Plus alpha minus beta, you write in this way. Now alpha plus beta, that complete value is treated as x, and alpha minus beta is treated as y. So here you applying the identity of tan x plus y. Okay, write it. So that is equal to tan A means tan alpha plus beta plus tan alpha minus beta upon 1 minus tan alpha plus beta into tan alpha minus beta. Okay, now putting its value. Now putting its value, you have your result. Yes, putting its value, and just told me what is your answer. Check it. Here you put the value of tan alpha plus beta and tan alpha minus beta in this identity and solve it. And told me what is your answer.
So 56 by 33.
56 by 33. Absolutely correct. Yes. Yes, check it. On putting the values of tan alpha plus beta and tan alpha minus beta, your answer is 56 upon 33. Yes, do it. Now come to next question. Okay, right. Just I dictated. If cot alpha is equal to 1 upon 2, cot alpha is equal to 1 upon 2, alpha belongs to pi to 3 pi by 2. Yes, right. Alpha belongs to pi to 3 pi by 2. And sec beta is equal to minus 5 upon 3, and beta belongs to pi by 2 to pi. Pi by 2 to pi. So what is the meaning of that? If here it is given alpha belongs to pi to 3 pi by 2. So just you see that figure. Okay. So alpha belongs to pi to 3 pi by 2 means what? Alpha lying in third quadrant. If you see your figure, that means which be in a form of quadrant. Understand? So pi to 3 pi by 2 reason is third quadrant, and beta belongs to pi by 2 to pi. So that is your second quadrant. Understand? So alpha belongs to third quadrant, beta belongs to second quadrant. Understand? Okay. So here you have to find the value of tan alpha plus beta. Write it. Find the value of tan alpha plus beta. You have to find the value of tan alpha plus beta. So what you do? Cot alpha is given, so you find the value of tan alpha. Sec beta is given, so with the help of that, or by using identity, that's is your choice, or by using triangle method, yes, you find the value of tan beta also. But here you have to see that alpha belongs to third quadrant, means tan is also positive. Here beta belongs to second quadrant, so in that means what? Tan becomes negative. Okay, so write it. So cot alpha is given, so write here tan alpha is equal to 2. Means here you take positive value because Here alpha belongs to third quadrant, and in third quadrant tan is also positive. Okay, here sec beta is given, so you have identity tan square beta is equal to sec square beta minus 1. Okay, you have identity tan square beta is equal to sec square beta minus 1. So putting its value, so 25 minus 9 minus 1 and is equal to 16 upon 9. So tan beta can be taken as negative here. So minus 4 by 3, because beta lying in second quadrant. The reason is that here beta belongs to second quadrant. That's why the value of tan beta is taken as negative. Yes, right? Reason also. Yes, write it. Since beta belongs to pi by 2 to pi in second quadrant. So in second quadrant, that's why you can take its negative value. Now applying identity, tan alpha plus beta is equal to tan alpha plus tan beta upon 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. Yes, again putting the value of tan alpha and tan beta, find its result, and please trying to simplifying it. What is your result? Told me.
So 2 by 11.
2 by 11. Yes, correct. Yes, also put it there and taking LCM, the result is solved. Okay, in the same way, yes, right, next question. Yes, 2 by 11 is correct answer. Check it. Yes, right, next question. Prove that tan 50 degree is equal to tan 40 degree plus 2 tan 10 degree. 2 tan 10 degree. You have to prove it. Tan 50 degree is equal to tan 40 degree plus 2 tan 10 degree. Okay. So what you do in that case? So here you take a left side. Understand? So either you take left side or you, that is, find the result directly. No need to taking here left side or right side. Understand? So tan 50 degree, if you take here tan 50 degree, so tan 50 degree can be written as tan 40 degree plus 10 degree. So that is the part of left side. So you can left side also here. So write it. Left side is LHS. No, but there be a need of tan 50 also. Yes, not only you write here solution, not left side or right side. Yes, write here solution. So first you take here tan 50 degree. Understand? And this tan 50 degree can be written as tan 40 degree plus 10 degree. You write in this way. And applying the identity for tan x plus y. And check it what you have. So you can write tan 40 degree plus tan 10 degree upon 1 minus tan 40 degree into tan 10 degree. You write in this way. Now what you do, you have to take cross multiplication. Okay, so tan 50 is to be multiplying to each of the term in denominator. Okay, so here you take cross multiply. So tan 50 degree into 1. So you write here tan 50 degree minus tan 50 degree, tan 40 degree into tan 10 degree is equal to tan 40 degree plus tan 10 degree plus tan 10 degree. You can write in this way. Now see that result only. Just you see this result. Tan 40 and tan 50. The sum of 50 and 40 means 40, 50 and 40 are complement angle. Getting 50, 40 are complementary angle. Understand? So here you applying that is the property of complement angle. Understand? So just see what I written here. Tan 50 degree minus tan 50 can be written as tan, sorry. This can be or we write here. Tan 50 can be written as tan 90 minus 40 degree. You can write in this way. Tan 90 minus 40 degree and write the remaining term as it is. Tan 40, tan 10 and is equal to tan 40 degree plus tan 10 degree. You write the remaining terms as it is. Only just I convert here the complement angle. And tan 90 minus theta, you know that is cot theta. So that is equal to tan 50 degree minus, here you can write tan cot 40. Here you have tan 40 or into tan 10 degree is equal to tan 40 degree plus tan of 10 degree. And you know cot x into tan x. Cot x into tan x is equal to 1. Cot x into tan x is equal to 1. So that part is 1. Only tan 10 degree is left. So yes, transposing this 10 degree to right side. And yes, see that your result is proved. So here you have tan 50 degree is equal to tan 40 degree plus tan 10 degree and transfer this tan 10 to right side. So you have plus 10 degree. Plus tan 10 degree, or you can write tan 50 degree is equal to tan 40 degree plus 2 times of tan 10 degree. So in this way, your result is proved. In this way, your result is proved. Sometimes the questions are in such a way that no need to take here left side or right side. You have to applying the identity or any angle of that from that and arrange it. And after applying and simplification, you have the complete result. That means directly. That means left side and right side are equal. You are getting a result. So just you see here. Here I am getting the result tan 50 degree. Okay, and arrange that 50 into tan 40 plus 10 using identity. And after simplification, here you find that you will have your answer. Okay. Yes, in the similar type of questions, yes, same type of question where you are finding your result directly. No left, right side. No need to take left side, right side. Okay. So write that question. You have 5 minutes time. Okay. Yes, write it so that, yes, write it so that tan 3x into tan 2x into tan x is equal to tan 3x minus tan 2x minus tan x minus tan x. Okay, so you have to prove this result. So that tan 3x, tan 2x, tan x tan 3x is equal to tan 3x minus tan 2x minus tan x. Okay, so here you have also applying the same method. So what you do, here you take tan 3x, understand? And here you see that your angle is in a form of 2x and 3x. Okay, so tan 3x can be written as tan 2x plus x. That be written as tan 2x plus x. Understand? So write it. So tan 3x is equal to tan 2x plus x. You write in this way. Now applying the identity tan x plus y. So you have tan 2x plus tan x upon 1 minus tan 2x tan x. In this way, you have your result. Now taking cross multiplication, so you can write tan 3x minus tan 3x into tan 2x into tan x, okay, and is equal to tan 2x plus tan x plus tan x. Okay, so in this way you have your result. Now arrange the term as per question. So here you see that tan 3x is your positive term. Now on right side here you see that you have a term tan 2x with positive sign. So if tan 2x is transferred to left side, that is what? Minus tan 2x. In the same way, if you transfer tan x, it is minus times of tan x. So you can write in this way, tan 3x minus tan 2x minus 10x is equal to, yes, write all that's the term which be in a form of product to right side. So that is equal to tan 3x, tan 2x into tan x. And here you see that, yes, you got your result. Here you got your result. Only that means the difference is that the part which be given in your question on right side, here you are on left side. Understand? And finally, you can write this term as equal to this one. So the result is proved. Result is okay. Yes, that is. You have to complete all that work in your fair copy. I think it. And if you are completed, yes, post it on group also. On my personal wall. Okay, complete notebook. Take a click of that, and you can post it as you already do. Just I see in the other subject also. So yes, please do it in maths also. And I am also, that means I am saying that the chapters related to test and are that means set